What do you got, Matt?
Hey, here we are. Sims complete. We're graced today with Daniel Jones, starting quarterback of the New York Giants, going into the New York Giants' 100th season, and we're honored and privileged that you were able to join us today, man. So, Daniel, how you doing, man? Thank you so much for joining us, brother.
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me. It's great to be here. So appreciate y'all having me.
Yeah, listen, we were waiting on you. You were a little late. That's okay, because you could do that when you're the quarterback.
I was working out. No,
we're working on your schedule. So you were lifting. Are you at the Giant Stadium today? Is that where you're working out, the facility?
I am, yeah, at our training facility, and I've been here, pretty much the whole off season and
right.
The summer. So do my, running, lifting, working with our rehab, trainers and strength coaches and everything. So it's been good.
I just want to know this: when you were doing the running out on the field, did you take your shirt off?
No, I keep the shirt on. Okay. That's what you used to do back in the day. You're a shirt off type of guy.
Oh, absolutely, every chance I got. I don't know why I should have been so proud. It wasn't that good.
Working on
it. Yeah. I regret being in the sun now, as Matt knows.
I was gonna say it's a blessing to you, Daniel, that you're keeping your shirt on, because the guy visits the skin doctor more than anybody in the country right now. So it's good for you in the long run, man. But how you feeling though? How's the body feeling? You've had a long off season, right, with just enduring the injury during the year, and going through that process. Kind of take us back to the start of that rehab and really just how it's been going this entire off season.
Yeah, it's been going well. And like I said, lucky to have these doctors and trainers, strength coaches here with the Giants. But obviously when it first happens and your season's over, that's tough. You put a lot into it and you're ready to go. And we hadn't played well, and I hadn't played well, so it was tough to have to leave it like that. But you got to kind of refocus and get on with the rehab process, hit the ground running, and you can't afford to feel sorry for yourself or let that kind of affect your work day to day. So like I said, lucky to be here. We hit the ground running, and it's just a slow, gradual process. And kind of where the week goal is, where the benchmark is that you're trying to hit every week and progress throughout it. So I've had a pretty smooth process, no real setbacks or issues with it, which I've been fortunate with that. So it's been good, and at this point I'm doing pretty much everything: running, cutting, everything I need to do.
Daniel, I got to say this: the first time I ever met you down there in the facility, I was like, holy Christ, I had no idea you were that big. And, I was talking to somebody the other day in the NFL, and he met you or watched you throw and sized you up and everything. And he said, oh, my God, I'm shocked. And when I tell people how big you are, they're like, really? Just because it's hard to see it sometimes when you're on the field with a bunch of giants. But so tell me right now, just looking at the video, watching you throwing and working out one time, it looks like you did put some weight on. Is that true?
A few pounds. I feel good. I'm right over like 230, so that's about I've been around 230 kind of the last 3 or 4 years, and lean and strong. I feel like I'm in a good spot. So I think you do a lot of training and build yourself up, and during the season it's kind of inevitable. You can't train as hard, so you're going to lose some.
Right.
Some weight. It's kind of always been the thing. So I try to gain some muscle and go into the season as strong as possible.
And this offseason, too, you've been working with QB Country now, what it seems like for maybe 2 or 3 years now, and Coach David Morris. Kind of just take us through how you got connected with him and how impactful he's been for you, these last few years as being a starting quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, so I've been working with David since like my sophomore year in high school.
Oh, wow.
So I was, as a high school, I decided I wanted to play football or try to play football. I wasn't getting recruited a whole lot, so went down to see him, work with him, and kind of get a sense if he thought I could play. And then we kind of, we've been working together since. So that was probably 2012 or something like that. And he's been great for me. And obviously we've stayed really close and worked together every year. So David's been great.
This offseason, a lot going on with you. Just as you try to work back, get the knee right. I'm sure Ronnie Barnes has been around you a lot, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's Ronnie. Ronnie was there when I came in as a rookie, so that tells you what his age probably is. But besides just the rehab, what else have you been working on just to make you or to help you have a great season and play your best?
Well, on the field, I think you're always trying to get the ball out of your hands quicker. So it's things you can speed up from a footwork standpoint, being more efficient with where you put your feet and getting them down on the ground, and then with your stroke, with your motion, making sure that's quick and efficient and getting the ball out on time. So I think those are things that I've tried to work on every year, and I think movement wise, you don't want to waste steps, you don't want to waste time in the pocket or kind of keeping your feet close to the ground and being able to throw from different spots, but trying to get as close to on balance and ready as quickly as possible. So then focus on that, and then there's obviously things within our system, within our offense that you're studying and looking at, and where where we were good, where we weren't as good, and where you can improve.
And now, the addition here this offseason in the draft, we get Malik Neighbors, and I apologize, I'm saying we. I played for the Jets. I don't even know what I'm talking about, man. But still, I'm a Giants fan at heart. You guys draft Malik Neighbors, and what's it like for him, having this young, explosive rookie, injected now into that starting lineup for that receiving core?
Yeah, he's been fun to watch. He had a good spring and came in, played well, and you can see the physical tools that he has as a receiver, his explosiveness, but also his strength, how well he catches the ball. I think all those things he's done really well. So, it'll be an important camp and a lot of work to do still for us to get where we need to be going into the season. But he's been impressive and it's been fun working with him.
It's got to make you feel good, right? The Giants, they drafted a good receiver last year in Jalen Hyatt. Now they got Malik Neighbors.
Yeah.
They rebuilding the offensive line, Daniel. That's, man, sitting back here, the quarterback, you're going, yeah, come on, keep them coming. And so let's go more.
Yeah, Phil Simms knows something about that, doesn't he? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 1986, we had 6 picks, I think, in the first 2 rounds, maybe the first 2.5. We drafted 6 defensive players. Can't we get somebody to help us? Whatever. Worked out pretty well though, because they all were good, and we won the Super Bowl. So, what does it make? How does it make you feel? Just all the additions. Matt, quit laughing at me. Additions that you've had on the offensive side.
I'm excited. I think we talked about Malik and what he can do, and then bringing in a few offensive linemen and they've looked good, and John Runyon and Jermaine Illuminor have played well and will be important pieces for us too. So it's been fun, and these teams change a lot year to year, as y'all know, and it's about bringing guys in and then getting everyone on the same page, building that chemistry and the feel and camaraderie kind of on offense as a team, and that happens in the spring and then throughout training camp. So,
right.
But I'm excited about the guys we brought in.
Yeah, you have to be, man. A lot of explosive playmakers on the outside, and take us through just obviously losing Saquon Barkley. How did you react to the news of finding out that not only was he moving on, from the New York Giants, but he was also becoming a damn Philadelphia Eagle for all things?
Yeah. As y'all know, you get to know guys, you build relationships, and obviously a lot of good times on the field, and also time spent off the field and in the locker room, and so that definitely tough to lose a guy like that, but he's a good player, great dude, but brought in some good guys, and I think Devin Singletary and the rest of that room will be
right.
Big.
Everybody said, and I guess it's true, just by reading everything and kind of getting a feel for the team, that Saquon was kind of a leader on the football team. And I think recently a guy that was really productive for you guys last year, Bobby Okereke, he said you've turned into that guy. You're more vocal in the locker room. Is that true? And is it just because of age and time with the Giants that it makes you feel more comfortable to be that leader?
I think being here and I think we've had Saquon was a good leader, and we've had several leaders and a lot of leaders. We still have a lot of good leaders, but just try to do what I can to get everybody, like we were talking about, going in the right direction and kind of together as a group and building those relationships, building the chemistry, and trying to do whatever I can. But I feel like I just got here, but I guess you look around and you've been here longer than most everybody now.
Yeah, that's right.
But before we got on, we couldn't believe that, we're both like, man, he's entering year 6. I mean, just like, is it crazy how fast time has gone so far being the quarterback for the New York Giants?
It really is. And like I said, I feel like I just got here, and Malik is, I don't know, I think he's 20 or 21 years old.
Oh, yeah. Also, now you're looking at him like he's so young.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you think about, I don't know, some of these, Graham, or some of these guys that play 12, 14 years, and they see me as a little kid too. So, but it's all good. It's been fun.
Hey, got to ask you about this and talk, because I get a kick out of it. Your head coach, Brian Daboll, he likes to yell at people. He'll even yell at his quarterback, and I can relate to that a little bit.
Right?
Just a little, but the only advice I'd have for you there is to listen and then turn to him and yell back at him. So see what he has you like that.
Well, I don't know if it go well, but that's what you used to do.
Absolutely. I'd yell, not always, but when I felt like I was in the right and he was over whatever, I would yell back, and he would.
That out.
That's the way Bill Parcells, that's who he was.
If it doesn't go well, I'll tell Dave it was your idea. And then,
yeah, that's right.
But have you ever been around a coach, though, that has, kind of voices his opinion out loud to you, maybe on the field or whatever, in a certain way that you might not have ever seen before? Or have you had somebody like that?
I've been coached hard. I feel like, I do. Coach Cutcliffe coaches his quarterbacks hard, and I remember, getting there, and you get recruited in college, and everybody's all nice, and they're trying to get you. You get there on the first day of practice, and he's laying into you, and but Coach Cut was always really good about, as soon as practice was over, and he always had your back, and wanted you to be the best player you could. But I've been coached hard, my whole career, and certainly don't mind it.
As you see the reading glasses I have on for this computer, I got to wear them. I wore them one time in a meeting with Bill Parcells. He was coaching the Dallas Cowboys, and he said, "Hey, Sims," and I just was sitting there going, I knew he was going to talk about it. "So you need glasses, huh?" I said, "Just when I'm doing certain things." And he goes, "Well, you should have worn them while you were playing." And I'm not going to tell you the comment I had from there, but it was a little out of bounds. But sometimes it was over, I could say what I wanted. So go ahead. I'm sorry, Matt. You go ahead.
No, it's all right. I love the Parcells stories, and he's
brutal,
just endless. Stuff.
Yeah. Before you go, Matt, though, Daniel, did you see the Coach Daboll talking about the 40 time and what he can run in and how he could do it?
I saw that. What did he say? He said he could run a 7.0. I don't know about that. I think I'm on the side of everyone else in the conversation.
Well, wait. Now, he's a lot trimmer now than he was when he said that back at the Combine.
Yeah, that's true, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think he can do it. I think he can beat it. I said, high 6'9s.
High 6'9", yeah. I mean, you can set it up.
Oh, yeah. I would love to. You know what we need to do, Matt? You can't do this, Daniel. We need to have like a charity we'll donate to, Coach Daboll running the 40 like they do with Rich Eisen on the Combine every year. So I like that.
I would like that. He has slimmed up, but there is no quad or hamstring definition at all in those legs. So I don't really think there's going to be any get out there. All right. There's no acceleration. There's no high speed either, not like our boy DJ here. But, funny enough, though, Daniel, like I'm sure, hey, you spend more time with Daboll than any of us, right? But we were fortunate enough, Big Phil invited Coach Daboll over for dinner actually last week. Did you know that your coach was so just like such a great card trick magician guy? Does he perform these card tricks for you guys?
Yeah, I've seen some card tricks, and
He's quite proud of himself for him.
Yeah, he's got some card tricks, and yeah, he's funny. He wants to win everything, and he wants to, if he has to change the rules or make it, a little bit better for him, he won't hesitate to do that either. If you're playing golf or playing ping pong or whatever it is, he wants to win. But
I like that.
Things with card tricks, he wants to make you feel dumb.
So you're saying changing the rules. So in other words, he's trying to cheat. Is that what you're saying?
Some people might call it that, but he just says I won. It's been, he's fun. I mean, that's who he is. He's a competitor and he wants to win.
Yeah. Well, the other thing, people always say this to me, and I don't get in arguments about it. And they just say, I had I think a perspective. I played in New York with the Giants for 15 years. Then I got into TV and I went to all these other cities and I would read all the articles about the team and I'd go, oh my gosh, the writers and the fan bases were just brutal on the teams. And why I'm asking this, because they'd always ask about the New York media. And I said, look, overall, I always found it to be very fair. How do you feel about the media here in New York and how you've been treated?
Yeah, I think, there's just more of it, I guess, is kind of and, there's, if you're winning, it's great. If you're not, it's tougher, but it's that way everywhere. And I've enjoyed being up here in New York and the media is certainly part of it. Playing quarterback in New York, there's going to be, there's going to be media attention. And like I said, there's just kind of just more of it than you see with other teams.
How do you deal with it after games? Let's just say it's a game that doesn't go the way you want. Do you still read and listen? Do you listen to the radio about the Giants? Do you read papers? How do you do it?
I try not to read anything. I mean, I don't read or look at anything. And during the season, I'm staying off social media and all that kind of stuff. But, I mean, you hear it through your family or through friends. Right. The way, certain reporters are asking questions and stuff like that, you can kind of get a sense for what's going on.
Where it is, yeah.
But, yeah, I certainly don't seek it out.
Throughout my career, of course, I never reached, quite the same heights as you or my father has, but I always had my father to kind of go back to and speak to about certain things that I was going through, and fortunately for me, I even lived with my damn father when I was playing for the New York Jets, so that was pretty funny. I'd come home and he'd be like, hey, how was work today? And I'm like, oh, it's pretty good. We put in this new play and all that, but, who is that person for you in your friends or family circle that you will touch base with every week just to kind of get that, that groundedness to prepare for that next week?
Yeah, I talked to my dad, my mom a good bit. I think my parents more than anything. My dad was not an NFL Super Bowl champion quarterback, but he's still, I still talk to him and helps to stay in touch with the family, I think, too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. To give you some support or maybe to bring you down sometimes. And yeah, but to go back to Matt still owes me rent money, Daniel. So I don't know when I'm ever going to get that.
Rent was a little higher too, just because I was a New York Jet. So I didn't appreciate that very much, but it's all good. Yeah.
That's just not true. Shoot, I lost my train of thought there. Here, you've been living up here and you're going on your 6th year. Just give us a little, I just want to know from the outside, besides just football, what have you enjoyed a lot about this area, New Jersey, New York? Going to sports games, I saw you at the Knicks game, I think, a couple times, and restaurants and everything. How about the restaurants around here too?
I like the restaurants. I think, in the off season, I can get in the city and hang out on the weekends. I've got 3 siblings who are now all in New York, funny enough. So I get to see them. And then, I grew up in Charlotte, North Carolina on the East Coast. So a lot of people from home come up here for work or a few buddies live here. So I, see them and it's just fun to be, here. There's always something going on. There's a great energy and buzz to the city and New Jersey. Good golf, a lot of good golf.
Yeah, a lot.
We get to play a little bit in the off season, but it's definitely a lot different than what I'm used to or what I grew up around. But I've really enjoyed being up here, and it's a fun place to live.
Yeah, thanks for throwing Jersey in there. I know you didn't really want to, but we appreciate it nonetheless,
I
But
live in New Jersey, and
yeah, I hear you, man. I know what you meant. It was nice to throw us a bone. You play in Jersey too, so we get it. But how funny is it too that here you are in this huge city. You're going out during the off season just to kind of decompress, enjoy times with friends and family, like you're saying, and then you run into guys like Chris Sims, who all they do is talk football, and then you got to take pictures with his son Philip, while you guys are out.
No, I've met Philip a few times coming through here, and no, it's been fun. Yeah, it's been fun to see. You never know who you're going to see in New York, and I think we saw him outside a restaurant. Yeah, a few, what was that, maybe last year? But yeah, it's been. You never know who you're going to see here, and that's part of. You see, old buddies or run into celebrities, Sims brother celebrities.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Wow, you're going low on the totem pole there, big guy.
That's
hey,
right.
Yeah, listen, I hear this all the time. I heard it when I was playing. People talk about it in the media and everything like that, and they always use this word pressure. I have my feeling about it. Do you feel pressure about this is a big year and the team and you and all that? Or is that just something that we talk about that really has nothing to do with what you're trying to accomplish?
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't spend a whole lot of time thinking about that. I think it's about your work and being prepared and playing well. And I expect a lot of myself. I expect a lot of the team, and what's going on outside of that is not necessarily something that is going to drive me the same way that just how well I want to play for myself and for my teammates, and that's kind of what I'm working toward or what I'm motivated by, mostly. So, you understand, like we were talking about with the media, there's going to be media attention and they're going to, there's going to be conversations and talks and that is what it is. But try to focus as much on what's going on here with me, with my teammates and being ready to go.
Right.
All right. Now, real tough one here for you. All right. I know I'm going to put you on the spot. What do you think about these, 100-year anniversary jerseys that you got to wear this season?
Oh, wow. Good one.
I like them.
Don't give me the political answer, man. Don't give me the program answer.
No, I actually do. I like the jersey. I think the helmet's classic, and they did a good job, kind of putting together, it's a good tribute to Giants history and such a rich, history at this franchise. And yeah, I like it. I think it'd be cool.
Now, would you take that jersey though, or would you take like the '80s, early '90s jersey that Big Phil and those boys wear? When you have those throwback jerseys.
I like those. I like those uniforms.
They look great.
Yeah, we've done a couple things. I think the color rush jerseys we've worn, or kind of like those jerseys have been cool too. So I like what we've been doing.
I think you can just say it this way: the uniform you guys are going to wear opening day, they're so ugly they look good. Okay, I don't know how else to put it. I think for one game, I think it's pretty awesome, and I think the players, come on, you know how players are. They're going to spend most of their time in the locker room just checking the mirror at how they look.
Yeah, and receivers, they got to get their socks right, and they got the sleeves and their everything, their towel and everything is very thought out, planned out beforehand.
Yeah, it's cool. Hey, one more football question, and I heard Kurt Warner say this, and I believe this too. He says, as a quarterback or a lot of players on the field, if you can survive the first 4 or 5 games because it's so fast to start the season, then it's okay after that. You can take the punishment after that. But I even felt it when I played early in the season. It was so different as the year went on. Everything slowed down. The players slowed down. And I thought it became easier as a quarterback the later the year got. Yeah,
I mean, I think everybody's fresh and ready to go. And you also haven't played. And, for me, it'll be, about nine months. So just getting back, used to it and in the swing of things. But, we know we got to start fast. We got to have a good, we're looking right now at training camp, but we got to start the season fast and get ready to go. And I'm sure we'll be ready.
All right, man.
Yeah, now, just how much more confident do you feel, too, with Dave's and the offense and obviously Coach Kafka, too? Like, just, how better and more comfortable do you feel with that conversation with them going through the X's and O's?
Yeah, I feel good. Feel good about it. I think this will be, my third year in this system, and every year it's changed a little bit based off of what we're doing well and what guys are doing well for us. So, we spent a lot of time in the spring working on that, and that'll be a big part of training camp too. Is finding out what exactly this offense is going to look like based off, what we do well and what we don't do as well, and then going from there. But it's been good. I've enjoyed working with Daves and Calf and all those guys, and yeah, it'll be a fun year.
All right. Well, Matt, I know it's hard to believe. I have nothing else to say. Isn't it terrible?
Right, I got one more for you, Daniel.
Well, wait,
don't leave just yet. I got one more.
1 second. But right. This is what happens. See, as I get older, my kids boss me around, and Matt's the host of the show.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it.
That's true.
All right, Daniel.
All right, go ahead. What's your question?
This is tougher than even the damn jerseys. All right. We got the top 100 Giants of all time. I want to hear from you, man. Who's the best Giants quarterback of all time?
Best Giants quarterback of all time?
Yeah.
Don't answer it.
That's a trap.
No, you better answer it.
I can't win.
Well, the fact that he's not answering it tells you, okay? So just let it go.
I mean, there's been so many greats.
Hey, Daniel, we've been here in Jersey for a long time now. We know some people, okay? All right, answer the question, all right?
No. Hey, it's like dealing with the media, Matt. Your media, you got to be careful what you say. So
yeah, it's all right. I just wanted to see how he'd react.
Daniel, the thing is, Y.A. Tittle, I'm sure you know that name. Mm-hmm. I was at training camp one year, and he came by. He was over 50 years old, and we were kind of tossing the ball to each other and talking. Man, I was like, damn, Y.A. Tittle, this is pretty cool. Yeah. And Charlie Connolly, another great Giant quarterback. So it's pretty cool. I wish they were still with us so I could talk to them when we all get together. But it's this 100-year thing for the Giants. You're part of it and all that. It's pretty cool. So
it is for sure. So much, like we're saying, so much good history and tradition in this franchise, and playing for this ownership and the Mayor and the Tisch family and what they stand for, who they are, who they've been in the NFL for so long, I think means a ton. But it's always cool seeing the players, come back and legends who have had so much success for this team and have meant so much to this franchise. So it'll be cool to be part of this 100th year.
All right, man. But look, I wish you well. Stay healthy, and it's going to be a good year. So good luck to you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all having me.
Thanks for taking the time.
We appreciate it. Big fans of you, Daniel. Kick ass this year, man. We're rooting for you always. The Sims household supports you for sure. And go Big Blue, baby. Let's go.
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.